Picture this. You're sitting on your porch, sipping coffee, watching the world wake up. You're in your 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s, and life feels different. The kids are grown, the career's behind you, and somewhere along the way, that spark, the one that made you feel alive, connected, and vibrant, seems to have faded. Have you ever wondered why something as intimate and personal as sex still matters at this stage of life? After all, isn't it supposed to slip away naturally, like vinyl records, Saturday night sock hops, or those endless summer road trips? Hold that thought. What if I told you that stepping away from physical intimacy could quietly steal your health, your happiness, and even years from your life? As a health and wellness coach who's spent decades working with vibrant seniors, I'm here to share a truth that might surprise you. Intimacy in your golden years isn't just a nice to have, it's a lifeline. You might not notice the signs at first. Maybe you're waking up a little more sluggish, your knees creak when you climb the stairs, or your memory feels like it's playing hide and seek. Then there are the emotional shifts, feeling a bit more alone, less seen, or like you're fading into the background. That's not just aging, my friends. That could be the subtle toll of a life without physical closeness. Before we dive into this eye-opening journey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a tip to live your best life. If this resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know it hit home. If it's not quite your vibe, leave a 0 so I can craft content that speaks to you. Let's explore why intimacy is your secret weapon for thriving as you age, and how letting it slip could change everything. 1. Your heart loses its natural beat. Let's start with your heart. Not the romantic one, but the one pumping away in your chest. You know it needs more than a low-sodium diet or your daily aspirin to stay strong, right? Here's something you might not have considered. Regular intimacy, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, is like a gentle cardio workout. It gets your blood flowing, lowers blood pressure, and keeps your arteries flexible and youthful. Research backs this up. Seniors who stay sexually active have fewer heart-related issues, from high cholesterol to unexpected trips to the ER. Think about it. Every time you share a moment of closeness, your heart gets a natural boost. It's not about marathon sessions or breaking any records. It's about consistency, connection, and that warm feeling of being close to someone you care about. But when intimacy fades, your heart misses out on this built-in workout. Stress creeps in, inflammation builds, and your risk of heart trouble grows quietly in the background. It's like skipping your morning walk or forgetting your meds. Letting go of physical closeness can hit your heart just as hard. I had a client, Jim, a 68-year-old retiree who thought his days of romance were long gone. He was tired, his blood pressure was creeping up, and he felt like his spark had dimmed. When he and his wife started rekindling their physical connection, just small moments of touch and closeness, his energy came back, and his doctor was thrilled with his improved heart metrics. The lesson? Staying close keeps your heart humming, and it's never too late to start. But your heart isn't the only part of you that feels the loss. What if I told you that stepping back from intimacy could accelerate physical decline in ways you never saw coming? 2. Your body forgets how to move. When we think about staying strong as we age, we picture power walking through the park, joining a silver sneakers class, or maybe dusting off that old treadmill in the garage. But here's a secret weapon you might not have considered. Intimacy is one of the most enjoyable ways to keep your body limber, toned, and alive. It's a natural workout that engages your core, stretches your muscles, and even improves your balance. Think of it as yoga with a side of joy. For seniors, this kind of movement isn't just fun. It's a cornerstone of staying mobile and independent. Without it, your body starts to slow down. Muscles weaken faster, joints get stiffer, and getting up from the couch feels like a bigger project than it used to. It's a gradual shift, one you might chalk up to just getting older. But over time, the lack of physical stimulation can lead to reduced strength, poorer balance, and a higher risk of falls. Plus, there's the confidence factor. When you feel capable in your body, you carry yourself differently. You stand taller, smile brighter, and tackle life with more gusto. A lot of that confidence starts in moments of closeness, whether it's a playful embrace or a quiet, intimate evening. I remember working with Linda, a 72-year-old widow who thought her active days were behind her. She was hesitant to date again, worried she'd lost her physical spark. But when she started exploring gentle intimacy with a new partner, she noticed her energy soared, her joints felt looser, and she even signed up for a dance class. Losing intimacy doesn't just affect your body, it dims the confidence that keeps you moving. Ready for the next surprise? It's about your brain, and it's a game changer. 3. Your mind starts to wander. You might not think of intimacy as a brain booster, but the connection is powerful, especially as we age. When you share a moment of closeness, your brain lights up with a cocktail of chemicals. Dopamine for joy, oxytocin for bonding, and serotonin for calm. These aren't just feel-good hormones. They sharpen your memory, reduce stress, and keep your mind agile. For seniors, staying mentally sharp is a top priority, and intimacy is one of the most natural ways to support that. On the flip side, when physical connection fades, your brain misses out on these neurological perks. Over time, you might notice more anxiety, a touch of the blues, or moments where names and dates slip away. Studies suggest that a lack of intimacy can even contribute to early cognitive decline. Why? Because emotional and physical closeness keeps your neural pathways active, like a workout for your brain. It's not just about remembering where you parked the car. It's about staying engaged, curious, and fully present in your life. I once worked with a couple, Tom and Ellen, both in their late 60s, who felt their spark had fizzled. They were sharp as tacks, but noticed they were bickering more and feeling foggy. When they prioritized intimacy, starting with small gestures like holding hands, they reported better focus, fewer arguments, and a renewed sense of playfulness. Your brain thrives on connection, and intimacy is one of the most joyful ways to keep it firing on all cylinders. But there's something even deeper at stake: your emotional bond with the people you love. 4. Your relationships start to drift. As we age, our relationships become our anchor, whether it's a partner, a close friend, or even our own sense of self. But without physical intimacy, those bonds can quietly weaken. Intimacy isn't just about what happens in the bedroom. It's a language of love, trust, and vulnerability. It's the hand on your shoulder, the shared laughter, the moments that remind you you're not alone. When that fades, couples can start to feel more like roommates than partners. Conversations turn to grocery lists or doctor appointments. Affection feels awkward, and that spark, the one that made you feel truly seen, starts to dim. For many seniors, this distance brings a profound sense of loneliness, even in a decades-long marriage. And loneliness isn't just an emotion. It's a health risk linked to depression, higher blood pressure, and a weaker immune system. Physical closeness, even in small doses, keeps love vibrant. It's the glue that holds relationships together, no matter how many years you've shared. I've seen it time and again. Couples who rekindle touch, whether it's cuddling or something more, rediscover the warmth and playfulness they thought was gone. But what if intimacy could do more than strengthen your relationships? What if it could transform your nights into deep, restorative sleep? The next truth might change your bedtime routine forever. 5. Sleep becomes a battle. If you're over 60, you know good sleep can feel like a rare gift. Tossing and turning, waking up at 3 a.m., or feeling drained even after 8 hours, it's frustrating. But did you know intimacy is one of sleep's best allies? After a moment of closeness, your body releases prolactin, a hormone that lulls you into relaxation, and oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, which soothes your mind. Together, they help you drift off and stay asleep, tackling the stress and anxiety that keep you awake. For many seniors, sleep troubles are treated with pills or strict bedtime routines. But the solution might be far more joyful and free. When intimacy fades, those calming chemicals disappear, leaving your body tense and your mind racing. If you're struggling to fall asleep or waking up exhausted, a lack of physical connection could be part of the puzzle. And great sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It supports your memory, mood, energy, and overall health. I had a client, Maria, a 70-year-old who couldn't figure out why her sleep was so restless. She was active, ate well, and avoided caffeine, but nothing worked. When she and her partner started prioritizing intimacy, even just cuddling before bed, she noticed she was sleeping deeper and waking up refreshed. Intimacy isn't just a treat, it's a cornerstone of vibrant health. But the impact goes deeper, touching something profoundly personal: your confidence and sense of self. 6. Your confidence takes a silent hit. Aging can challenge how we see ourselves. Maybe you notice a few more wrinkles or feel less like the person who turned heads at 30. But nothing erodes confidence more quietly than losing physical connection. When touch, desire, or intimacy fade, it's easy to feel invisible, like your vibrant years are a distant memory. Over time, you might avoid mirrors, shy away from affection, or convince yourself that being desirable is for the young. Let me tell you, that's a myth. Intimacy, no matter how gentle or infrequent, sends a powerful message. You're still here, still worthy, still capable of giving and receiving love. It's a reminder that you're not defined by your age, but by your heart, your passion, and your presence. Without it, self-doubt can creep in, dimming your smile, softening your posture, and quieting the spark that makes you you. But when you reclaim closeness, something magical happens. You stand taller, laugh louder, and carry yourself with a confidence that radiates into every part of your life. I worked with a man named Carl, 75, who felt like he'd lost his mojo. He stopped flirting with his wife, thinking she wasn't interested anymore. When they started small, holding hands, sharing a dance in the kitchen, he said he felt like a teenager again, full of life and swagger. Intimacy isn't just about feeling good, it's about feeling alive. But low confidence is just the beginning. What if losing intimacy could weaken your body's ability to fight illness? 7. Your immune system starts to falter. When we think about staying healthy, we reach for vitamin C, hit the gym, or wash our hands like it's a full-time job. But here's a surprising ally. Intimacy plays a big role in keeping your immune system strong. Regular closeness boosts immunoglobulin A, IgA, an antibody that fights off colds, flu, and infections. It also balances hormones, reduces inflammation, and keeps your cells humming along. For seniors, this is a big deal. Staying healthy means staying independent. Without intimacy, your immune system can get sluggish. It's not an overnight change, but over time, you might catch more colds, feel run down, or take longer to bounce back. I've seen it in clients who thought frequent sniffles were just part of aging. When they rekindled physical connection, their energy returned, and they got sick less often. Intimacy is like nature's preventive medicine: fun, free, and powerful. Letting it fade doesn't just affect your heart or mind, it weakens your body's defenses from the inside out. But there's another layer to this: how intimacy, or its absence, shapes your ability to handle life's ups and downs. 8. Stress and anxiety start to build. Aging brings new challenges: retirement, health worries, or watching the grandkids grow up faster than you'd like. Stress is part of the package. But did you know intimacy is one of the most effective ways to keep it in check? During closeness, your body releases a powerful trio: dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. That calms your nerves, lifts your mood, and creates a lasting sense of peace. It's like hitting the reset button on your stress levels. When intimacy fades, you lose this natural coping tool. Stress piles up, small worries feel overwhelming, and you might notice physical signs: headaches, tight shoulders, or a racing mind at bedtime. Without that physical outlet, your body and mind stay on edge, making it harder to find calm. I've worked with seniors who were shocked to learn that their irritability or restless nights improved when they reconnected physically with their partner. Intimacy isn't just about connection, it's about resilience, helping you face life with a clearer head and a lighter heart. But the stakes get even higher. What happens when intimacy fades from your relationship entirely? 9. Your partnership feels like it's fading. One of the quietest losses of fading intimacy is its impact on your relationship. When physical closeness wanes, emotional distance often sneaks in. Couples who once shared laughter, late-night talks, and stolen kisses can start adrift. Not because love is gone, but because they stop expressing it in the ways that matter most. Intimacy is a language of trust, vulnerability, and joy. It's the spark that keeps you feeling like partners, not just people sharing a mortgage or a Netflix password. Without it, conversations grow routine, affection feels forced, and both partners can feel neglected or unseen. Even the strongest relationships need that physical glue to stay vibrant. I've seen couples in their 70s and 80s rediscover their bond by bringing back touch, whether it's holding hands or something more intimate. It's like watering a plant that's been neglected. The color and life come rushing back. Letting intimacy slip doesn't just change your health. It reshapes the heart of your partnership. But there's one final truth that might hit hardest. What happens when your body starts to forget how to connect at all? 10. Your body forgets. Use it or lose it. This one's tough to talk about, but it's real. Your body is designed to respond to use. Just like muscles weaken when you stop hitting the gym, sexual function fades when it's neglected. For men, this might show up as softer erections, longer arousal times, or a dip in confidence. For women, it could mean vaginal dryness, discomfort, or reduced sensitivity. These changes don't happen overnight. They creep in slowly, until intimacy feels more daunting than joyful. But here's the truth. Staying active, even gently, keeps your body responsive. It supports blood flow, keeps tissues healthy, and tells your nervous system to stay engaged. Ignoring this need doesn't just limit pleasure. It makes reconnecting harder down the road. I worked with clients who thought these changes were permanent, only to find that small, consistent steps, like gentle touch or medical support, brought their vitality back. Your body wants to stay vibrant. It's waiting for you to say yes. How to reclaim intimacy today. No matter your age or how long it's been, you can rediscover intimacy starting right now. The first step is the most powerful. Talk to your partner. Share what you miss, what you want, and what scares you. Honesty and vulnerability are the foundation of reconnection. If physical challenges are holding you back, low libido, dryness, or erectile issues, don't hesitate to see your doctor. Modern solutions are simple, effective, and nothing to be shy about. Start small. Hold hands during your evening walk, cuddle on the couch, or share a long hug before bed. These moments build closeness naturally, like stepping stones to deeper intimacy. If you're single, don't underestimate self-connection. Exploring your own comfort and needs keeps your body and mind in tune. Stay curious, be patient, and give yourself permission to feel alive again. You haven't outgrown desire. You've just been waiting for the right moment to rediscover it. Try this. Tonight, light a candle, put on some Motown or classic rock, and share a slow dance in your living room. Let it be fun, not perfect. You'll be amazed at how a single moment can reignite your spark. And if you're thinking, Sarah, it's been years, trust me, you're not starting from scratch. You're picking up where your heart left off. The truth about aging and intimacy. Here's the bottom line. Aging isn't the end of intimacy. It's the beginning of a deeper, more meaningful connection. Losing physical closeness doesn't just affect what happens in the bedroom. It touches your heart, your mind, your relationships, and your sense of joy. But it's never too late to reclaim this part of you. You're still worthy of love, passion, and connection, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Let go of the outdated idea that intimacy is for the young. Your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting to be lived with courage, heart, and a little bit of mischief. If something's been missing, now's the time to reach for more. Not just more years, but more laughter, more closeness, more life. You deserve to feel vibrant, connected, and fully alive every single day. I'd love to hear from you. Share one thing you've learned today and how you'll bring it into your life. Maybe it's a conversation you'll start, a touch you'll share, or a mindset you'll shift. Let's inspire each other to live boldly. Drop a 1 in the comments if this spoke to you, or a 0 if I can do better. Like, share, and subscribe for more tips to thrive at any age. Thanks for joining me, and here's to living life with passion, purpose, and a whole lot of heart.